He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Off the play fake. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Pickett. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 39, Carr. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Raiders. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steelers nothing. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54.
Looking to throw. Pickett. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are in great shape. Here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down and 8. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost
taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check back, check back.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Carr to throw again. He hits Adams, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Phillips now from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Darius Phillips on the loose. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Raiders 22, Steelers 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Running right through him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Trubisky's throw completes a Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. The backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Trubisky, they're going to throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
coming up on 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a play fake. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
And the Watt family certainly knows how to get to the quarterback. His brother, J.J., he led the NFL in that category twice in 2012 and 2015. And now T.J. enters the record books. Led the league in sacks with 15 in 2020. But he plays so hard, he's always around the court.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Raiders 22.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Carr to throw. That's complete to Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Carr to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Trubisky. Able to find Boykin. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's like...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Trubisky to throw. That's to Freiermuth. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have the conversion on fourth down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for